Howdy, folks. It's CLG here, and you know who this is? Scrooge. Hey, I know this is a ham radio channel, and sometimes I talk about stuff that's got nothing to do with ham radio. What else am I gonna do? I've talked about some kind of movies I like, the crazy sci-fi movies. One of my favorite and most complex authors is Charles Dickens. That guy was absolutely scary. Some of his writings, even Christmas Carol, is absolute. It's a bizarre story. You've seen the play, you've seen the movies. Read the book sometime. Tale of Two Cities, Oliver Twist. Those two books are insanely hard to comprehend, especially Tale of Two Cities. I tried to read that one time. I got through maybe the first couple of pages and I was just completely confused. It's so complex and it's so dismal. So Charles Dickens, that's an author that most people don't read anymore, but I recommend checking out one of his books. You can just read Christmas Carol because it is the Yuletide season, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Don't think he was a ham radio operator, but I do enjoy some of the stuff that he wrote. And some of the stories, I know Tale of Two Cities, I didn't know this, but when I started reading that, I was lost immediately because it just gets more complex, more characters. This is, the dynamic of the characters keeps getting more and more complex. And I went on the internet and just looked up Charles Dickens' Tale of Two Cities, and there's people who study that story chapter by chapter. You have to stop, unless you can comprehend stuff fast, and I can't, and study what the hell you just read so you can even remember anything to get to the next chapter, because it's just not going to make sense. So that's just another interest of mine, reading good old-fashioned books. Charles Dickens is just an author I discovered a few years ago again. Found a couple of books at the local thrift store. They had completely unread, pristine books. Tale of Two Cities and Oliver Twist. Never read. And they were like $2 a piece. I snapped those suckers up in no time. So anyway, that's another little thing CLG likes to do besides the radio. You got to keep active and stuff. Sometimes it's sitting around reading a book. Whatever it may be is another thing to do. If you're just someone who is tuning into my channel, I talk a lot about the hobby of ham radio. I mean anything, reading a book, throwing a snowball, whatever, anything that you can do to kind of get your mind off stuff. That's all I'm trying to say. That's it, folks. 73, getting close to New Year's. I hope you all are having a good December. Christmas is just down the road a couple days. Happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy whatever. And we'll talk to you again soon. 73 from CLG.